Hey people, I'm Nicole.
And I'm Troy.
And we're them Swansons. It's been a long time.
Girl, it has been a long time. How you doing? How many spoons you got today?
Well, after we came back from the movie, I think I got replenished a little bit because it helped me a little. It helped to see them people getting blown up. And
that crazy ass movie that you went to go see?
Yes.
What movie shall we go see, honey?
Final Destination. Why you scratching your head?
I'm in the movie jumping and shit.
Anyway, me and my niece have seen all of them. So, yeah, I had to see the last one. And I took Troy. I had to talk him through it, though. It was funny.
Because I don't know these people. All I know is Final Destination, people die. That's it. I never paid attention to how they died, what they died. She talking about, well, there's 5 points for every death, and then this.
No, I was like, there's steps. You gotta count the steps, because otherwise, it's just a slasher movie and it's not funny. But that's why we were the only two people in there laughing.
No, we was talking mad shit. I was yelling at the screen, like I do at times.
Right, but it's okay.
I had good popcorn, and I had a cool date.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
And you ain't fall asleep this time either.
I did not. I thought about it.
You picked the movie. How the hell you gonna fall asleep on the movie?
I was gonna fall asleep like at the very beginning, like when the credits, when the previews were on.
Why?
Because I was sleepy.
You just woke up,
sir. I have no energy. I have no energy.
Movie.
No motivation for anything. Perimenopause is kicking my butt.
Okay, so we're going to jump right into it, huh?
Yeah, it's kicking my butt.
Okay, so let's talk about it. What is it?
What isn't it?
Is everything?
What isn't it would be a better question. Yeah, it's literally taking over my life, and I'm trying to figure it out and get some stuff back. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Okay.
But, I don't know if it's going to be more gaslighting or if they're going to actually help me with this situation. I have a therapy appointment on Wednesday.
Okay.
So, I love her. So, she's been helping me, but it's been rough.
What has been some of the difficult aspects of it?
Brain fog.
Brain fog?
Yes, because...
So the person that has the best memory in the relationship, I've been getting away with shit. I've been eating the last cookie, ain't been telling her shit.
Sitting there looking like... I don't know what I was about to say. I don't know. Like, leave the room. And I know, this has been happening for a long time. It happens to a lot of people, how you just leave the room. You're about to go get something and you can't remember what it is. Where you going? So, yeah, that happens all the time. But now I can pick up my phone about to go look for a web page or something and can't remember what it was that I was looking for. Like, within seconds, brain fog has been kicking my butt. And I got a book to write. And it's not happening. I've gotten a whole bunch of great new information from my research.
Right, you have.
And I mean, like, good information, like really good information, but I have not been able to incorporate that into the story as of yet because my brain fog is stopping me, and I'll sit and I'll look at the screen and nothing comes out.
It'll come in time, babe, because we recognize that this is a phase, but we don't know how long this phase is going.
Because they said it could be 15 years, y'all. I don't have 15 years for this. I don't. I don't know what that mean or what I'm supposed to do otherwise, but yeah, I don't have 15 years for this. We gonna have to figure something out. I'm taking Geritol. Come on now, Geritol.
I can't laugh at this because that's not okay.
Geritol. And by the way, Geritol, the liquid, has 12% alcohol. Why? I'm not a drunk. That's too much alcohol for me.
It's better than being on that shit.
It is.
You want a shot or you want that shit?
It could taste better, though.
The shit could taste better?
No. The Geritol.
Well, hell. You've been chasing it.
With orange juice.
They're still chasing.
Okay.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. How has my symptoms affected you? Don't be scared. It's okay. We're trying to help people.
Is this a safe place?
Yes, it is.
I'm scared.
Why are you afraid?
I don't know if we can make this.
Why are you afraid?
To death do us part.
Why are you
And
afraid?
menopause.
Why are
That
you
needs to
afraid?
be in there. Because it's similar to the conversation when you and I got married. I let you know that the person you're marrying is Sergeant Swanson. I don't know who Troy is. Because I've been a soldier since I was 17. We got married towards the end of my career. I don't know Troy. And I recognized through my past relationships that was part of the problem. And so by us being friends and us working on me and me going through therapy and then us talking a lot, I realized that I don't know who the fuck Troy is. So,
But I like Troy better than Sergeant Swanson.
oh shit, me too. He a cool motherfucker.
Because I
Words.
remember that one time Sergeant Swanson came back.
We talking about menopause right now.
Okay.
So I equate that to saying that
So this is my Sergeant Swanson.
it had to give like once I got out of the military and I dropped the uniform and I dropped the persona, it was figuring out who I was. This is not who I married.
Okay. True.
And us having these conversations, like we had a conversation just a few days ago that it was a not relationship groundbreaking, but it was pretty damn close of not new information, but it was just us being vulnerable. We're almost 10 years in, but it was a very vulnerable conversation that because we don't argue, we don't yell, there's no raised voices, but we have disagreements. If this conversation would have happened prior to some of our previous disagreements, those disagreements would not have been disagreements. They would have been like, and that's it. It just would have been a, And this is
Well, you know, I got brain fog. I'm not sure which conversation you talking about. You don't want to say it. It's okay.
It's the bedroom
Okay. Got you.
conversation.
Okay.
Since we fucking talking about it. The wife sent me, Nicole. I always refer to you as the wife.
Are you talking about the one where the video where I sent you where the wife was saying that she slept in a different room?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And so you sent me that, and
Did you immediately think that that's what I wanted to do?
no.
Okay.
So it was, their response was they basically just wanted, she was more appreciative that she allowed that space for her to figure out what her change was.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing was, we ain't finna have this conversation through fucking text. I'm in the next room. And I don't know how fast I came in, but it took me a second to process.
I thought I came to the kitchen where you were.
Maybe. But it took me a second to process it because I'm like, okay, let me make sure what I'm hearing is what I'm hearing. And I need to be able to take whatever she's saying in a true light. And so because we're in a good space like we have been lately is the wrong word.
Because my space has not been good.
Because we're in a space where we're openly talking about all the feelings more than we were then in the beginning of the relationship, this conversation was very easy.
Yeah.
And I think I kind of started point blank. I was like, hey, do I need to sleep in a separate room? And then you're like, no, that's not what that was about. I said,
I just sent him a video, y'all.
No. On the face of the video, that's how it starts.
It did.
About them sleeping in separate bedrooms. I knew that wasn't it, but I had to blow through it to get to what we were going to talk about. So I said that, and then we blew right through it, and then we were done with that, and then we started talking about other aspects of it.
For the past 4 months, 3, 4 months, we ain't been sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah, I
Right?
sleep
Yeah,
downstairs.
and it wasn't like a conscious decision. You crying? Why you crying?
I think it's just made me feel like unconsciously kind of bad
Why?
because I know it's something that I do enjoy. I do enjoy sleeping by myself at night. I enjoy that personal time for myself. I guess sometimes I feel like I may be taking something from you. And that's why I make sure that I'm with you when you fall asleep. Acknowledging it's something that I do need. And I didn't know that I needed it
Right.
until it started
Right.
happening.
Organically.
Yeah, because I was just having so many night sweats and uncomfortable, and then I would start my cycle, and it was just like, okay, I do need room to just not have the eye.
Yeah.
That's what made me
Wow.
tear up is the
Wow.
onlooking eye. And for the longest time, like I said, I've always been afraid of being seen, even though people always see me. I've never allowed anybody to see the truth of who I am, ever. Everybody has gotten the version of Candace that I've wanted them to get. The only person that's ever been able to see the truth of who I am is you. How exhausting is it to the persona that can't hide? There's nowhere to go. And sometimes
Wow.
hiding isn't just about like protecting something. It's just like, even like if you're in a crowded room, some people go to the bathroom just to catch their breath. Some people go sit in a car just to catch their breath and just have that sensation of alone time. And I felt like I didn't want to compromise my need for that. And I also didn't want to rob you of the intimacy that you deserve and that I actually want to give. So it has been difficult for me to fully accept that it's okay, even knowing that it's okay, knowing that it's a need. But I haven't wanted to take that experience from you, even though I know that you're okay with it.
The fact that we able to do that and not trip either way, and like I said, I feel happy that you get to have that space. So you ain't got to worry about Doc's feeling away. You ain't got to worry about taking nothing from me. And the moments that we do get to fall asleep together, it mean that much more. The moments where you make sure you fall asleep with me before you mosey downstairs at 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm still knocked out, it mean more. So you ain't got to trip about that. No pressure on that. We could do this for the rest of our life if that's what's called for.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You believe me?
Yes.
You trust me?
Yes.
Okay. My nigga, everything is love. Put that on anything I love. Yeah.
Peace, beloved.
And it just comes down to the touch, the brain fog, the everything, and just being able to be comfortable to say, not right now. Now, it's a man check to be like, damn, all right, cool. And not be angry about it because it's a shot to the ego. And you got to be okay with that shot to the ego, knowing that it ain't got shit to do with you.
Yeah.
And so it was more of a long, it was almost like an hour conversation-ish of us talking, just trying to get to what you needed.
Yeah.
And it kind of stemmed from, we got down to you needing space.
Yes, definitely.
And it was the AC Hotel kind of put all of that in a nice bow for us.
Oh, when I said that I got the room and I knew that I couldn't go by myself because you'd be looking at me like I was crazy. So I told you that that's where I was going and invited you.
Flag on play. For those who y'all don't know, I work my ass off on Sundays for the Lord.
For the Lord.
I be tired as hell. So the wife said, husband, I booked a room at the AC Hotel. I naturally said, cool, when we leaving? Because we married. We ain't got boyfriends. We ain't got girlfriends. We ain't outsourcing shit. We here. I got a room at the AC Hotel. Okay, when we leaving? If I would have seen that video, and if we would have had that conversation that we had a few days ago, prior to the AC Hotel, I may have understood that you needed space and you're going to the AC Hotel for you to get a break, not from me, but
It
because
definitely
you needed,
wasn't from you.
But because
Remember
you
what
needed
was
space.
going on at the time?
What was going on at the time?
That was when Desiree was a week away from delivery.
Oh yeah.
So hormones in the house were high.
Yeah.
I mean, like super high, and unbeknownst to her, she had like danced all over all of my nerves.
I guess when she see this, she finna find out, huh?
I don't think she watches this, but she could probably hear us from down the hall.
Yeah, she down the hall.
And I'm okay with that, because, I say it in your face. But yes, hormones were high, and she had done some dumb stuff that I was like not okay with. And there was one point where I was going to kick her door in. Like literally, I was going to kick her door in. And I had to like just calm down and bring it in. And then when we got ready to talk about it, I came to the room and she in there crying and Troy in there comforting her. And I'm like, no, we not comforting her. I'm mad. But anyway, we got over that and I knew that I had to go. So I booked a room and I left.
And I met her at the AC Hotel hours later because I was at the church.
Right.
And so we stayed there for like 2 nights and it was a good we did nothing. You asked us what we did, we didn't do shit.
No.
We didn't go to the movies. We went out to dinner, but dinner was hilarious. It was a pizza joint that was around the corner here.
One night, and then the first night we had salad from Crushed Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just us. We may have watched Netflix. Maybe.
No.
Hold up. Was this the day that we slept almost?
Yes.
The whole time?
Yes, we were asleep.
They had them curtains.
Yes.
Girl.
We were asleep. Like, needed the rest.
And I took a 2-hour shower.
Because the shower was amazing. And,
I'm known for taking long ass showers.
Yeah, he is. But, you take showers, I drink my water, and they had this hydration system. I recommend.
But can we come back, though?
Sure.
We went on that tangent to say that ain't no way in hell that Nicole is going to a hotel by herself. Now, after the conversation,
You mean prior?
We had this conversation. If she tells me tomorrow, hey babe, I think I just need some space and I would like to go to a hotel. Cool. How much time you need? It's a different conversation after having the bedroom conversation from what they were talking about.
Yeah, because girl in the video, what really, I guess I should have put context to the video when I sent it to you.
There was none.
Because
it was a video.
I know. She basically said that
I'm getting tired.
Sometimes she needs to be away from the gaze of others. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of how I feel. Like, even if I'm in there and I'm laying down in our room and he's in there, trading at in his office, I know he over there and he probably over there wondering how long she gonna lay there. And even if he never says anything, I feel that way. And I feel that, well, one thing is that every time I come out or every time I'm doing something, how do you feel? Are you okay? And I'm like, why y'all keep treating me like I'm gonna jump? I'm not. Go ahead.
And are your husband?
Yes.
And are your friend?
Yes.
And are your bestest?
Yes.
And I that motherfucking dude?
Yes. All of that.
So, and I supposed to be in tune to your feelings?
In tune is not having to ask.
Valid? Okay. Touche.
But you don't have to guess. But at the same time, because your memory is trash, you asked me 5 or 6.
About me right now. We're talking about menopause.
again, because your memory is trash, you ask me that same question about 6 times every day, and it's a bit much.
It's about 7.
Okay, it's a bit much sometimes.
How often would you like for me to ask? Once a week?
I don't know. I don't have a number.
Because I need regimen.
I know, but if I say none and I'll let you know, then that won't be okay for you. So I don't have a number.
There has to be some compromise, player.
I know. So like I said,
You can't have all the toys.
I don't have a number. But 6 or 7 times a day is excessive.
Okay.
It makes me feel like I'm on suicide watch.
You're not.
Okay.
If you were, me and Pastor would let you know.
You probably have Therese tell me. Because, she asked me the same question about at least 3-4 times a day too.
She's supposed to.
So I'm getting it from like everybody that I talk to.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. It don't.
Yes, it does.
How?
Because
how everybody else asks you if you okay?
Because if you didn't say it 7 times,
I don't know how many times they ask you. I don't know who you talk to every day. I'm not checking your phone. I'm not checking your conversations. That phone, you touch it, you pick it up. That's your own private conversation. I don't look at your phone.
But if you didn't ask me 7 times, I wouldn't be frustrated with everybody else who asked.
So outside people causing frustration in this house. And this here,
no,
what's happening?
So you just gave them my address?
Look like we about to stop this podcast up. Beep. I'm gonna cut it.
Wow. Okay. So I'm lost from there. What do you have? Queens.
Queens?
The concert. Girl. Speaking of menopause, because, bruh, they not in menopause no more.
That's a long conversation, and we've been in this for 20 minutes.
Okay, so we're not going to talk about the concert. That could be a separate one. That's fine. Okay.
So I did talking about menopause. I did talk to some of the fellas at church about menopause.
What they have to say? That's interesting.
I talked to some of the older and one younger guy, and he's like, I ain't got time for that, man. I said, come here, youngin. You need to sit here and listen to the conversation. And so he listened to it, and he was like, oh, okay. Because I brought up the video, and I had them watch the video. And after they watched the video, they were like, y'all sleep in separate bedrooms? He says, no, that's not what the video was about once we talked about it. Once we got to the root of it. And I was like, I said, the issue is that we got all these uncles that'll talk to you. They say, all right, young man, you about to go in the streets. You about to tear that thing up. You need to get your body count up. But they ain't going to talk to you about they partner going through menopause. They going to talk to you about getting some ass, but not about
in their defense, the aunties didn't talk about it either.
They went through it, though.
But I asked my mother, and she said she don't remember. How?
Houseway.
How can she? This is all I think about.
How
can you not remember?
Mm-hmm. But because of this,
T asked her mom. She said she don't remember either. How?
Yeah. It's a difficult conversation, and men aren't used to talking about it. But I think that it was a relief for the group of us who were talking to have other people to discuss it, because there are a few of us that their spouses are going through it currently, and so we're able to just
form
nope
a men dealing with menopausal women support group. No, okay.
You know how many? Because then you're gonna have, well, I'm this and I'm that, and then I should be in that group. Bruh, it's just dudes talking. And then now I gotta quantify what a dude is.
Stop. But yeah, I'm in two groups on Facebook. I can't really necessarily. I mean, they, I guess, let me know that the symptoms that I'm having is a part of what's going on with the perimenopausal situation. But we collectively don't have answers because men are over medicine and they don't study stuff like this.
So what you think husbands and partners gonna talk about if we in a Facebook group? Man, she getting on my damn nerves today. All right, bro, you good today?
I don't know. I
That's
just feel like something needs to be done. I mean, because you look at the statistics and they say that people get divorced around this time because of this, and I'm like, so everybody is falling apart, but nobody's wanting to put in research or
Correct.
or do anything about it. That's dumb.
And a lot of times it's because you're dealing with it in silence, because that's what me and the fellas talked about. It's like, you don't talk to your boys about your partner going through menopause. That's not something that you talk about. Like y'all can talk about going to the shooting range. Y'all can play golf one day a week for like 5 hours, and that shit ain't gonna come up not one time.
But really, that's why I really appreciate you, because you be bringing stuff up, and I be like, you talk to them about that.
Every Sunday we typically have a different topic in our crew upstairs.
Okay.
We
I
be
mean,
going
but
through
it's stuff that needs to be discussed.
It does. Like, we help out the youngins, and we talk about all kinds of We talk about all kinds of stuff. You don't want us mic'd up during church, because we be talking about the Lord and be listening to Pastor too.
Do you?
Do we? We got 3 services. Amen.
Okay. I'll give
We
you
catch
that.
it.
I'll give you that. Y'all can listen during 8 o'clock. That's when I'm there.
And the sermon is right in front of us. We be reading it with him and still be missing it. He be like, slide, butterfly, slide, joker. We hear you. We hear you.
Don't be calling my pastor no joker.
You're right. Praise the Lord.
I got your back.
Today. But when he be all up in your feelings, you be like, Pastor was talking about me today. He be talking about you every day.
When have I ever done that?
Wow.
I need dates.
You know I can't remember for
I know.
days.
I know. That's why I said it.
I'm not messing with you. So,
Because even though I have brain fog, my memory is still better than yours.
and on that note, background music come up in 3, 2, 1.
You gonna cut me off?
I would never cut you off, honey.
Look at that Roberta Flack CD. I mean, I said CD. Album back there. Where's the love?
Well, menopause is killing me softly. But menopause is a long conversation, and it is something that needs to be
15
talked
years
about.
long, bruh.
We just gotta figure it out, because it's like we said before, is that this is a new chapter or a new phase in our relationship. It's almost equivalent to, for us, because we spend so much time together, this is almost like equivalent to both partners retiring, and now you're both at the house. It's a change in the relationship, and you have to get used to that change. Well, this is a change in our relationship that's going to be here for a minute, and it's okay. But I think the advantage is that we are in the house 97% of the time together, maybe 95%.
But you know what? That's also a problem. And not that we're in the house together, because I don't like leaving.
Okay.
I've gotten to the point where, like, going anywhere is like a whole life decision.
What's the problem?
I don't know. It'd be like,
Who does it bother?
me? Like, I gotta get up. I gotta put some clothes on. I have not yet switched my my winter clothes, so I've been getting dressed out of a bin. It's rough, y'all. It's rough.
How would you like for me to help?
Maybe we can plan a day to swap clothes.
Okay, can we do it tomorrow?
We have doctors. Well, I'll have a doctor's appointment till 2. So sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Real time compromise. I appreciate that.
As soon as I hit stop recording, I'm gonna forget this shit.
I know. I'm gonna put it on the calendar though.
Do that. I love that for you.
You trying to say I'm gonna still get dressed out of bed? It's okay.
No, I'm just joking, baby.
Somebody asked me about a dress I had on Saturday. I said I pulled this out of the trash bag.
Yeah, they didn't understand what the hell you meant because I'm looking at it like. Then they said, "Man, you iron that?" I looked away.
Like, no, I pulled this out of the trash bag. Thank you very much.
So we never talk about the last time you ironed.
I don't iron. Well, I do. I can.
I'm gonna keep looking at this.
You leave for church before I do, so yeah, I still iron.
If your clothes are out, I'll iron it.
But I don't have them out. Because every day, every Sunday is a decision. Like, am I really going to leave the house?
And that's okay. People got hard decisions that they're making. Yours being leaving out the house is okay. That's why I'm sitting here like, okay, cool.
It'd be rough.
Because some people own that shit.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to stop taking the Geritol because it's not working.
Boys.
It's not working. Well, I don't know if it's working. I've only taken, 3 doses? Because I didn't take any today. Stop it. I didn't take any today either. Because it's nasty.
I think we need to wrap this one up. This is 28 minutes now.
Okay.
Anything else left?
No.
Okay.
But thank you.
You're welcome. You're cool people. I'll fight for you.
I appreciate that.
Right on.
So I'm Nicole.
I'm Troy.
And we're the Swansons.